Alright. Hi everyone.
Hello.
This is Rob.
And Rich.
Hey, today we're talking about the 8th limb, the final limb of yoga, Samadhi. And Samadhi means absorption, and it's Sutra, 3rd chapter, 3rd Sutra. And Rob's going to chant.
So, Samadhi or absorption, it goes something like Tadevarta matra nirbasham svarupa shunyamiva samadhihi. Or
the state of Samadhi, complete attention, is when the subject, the knower, and the object, the known, become one, fully integrated, empty of all differences. So that's a mouthful, but
mouthful.
And so the subject, whatever it is that you're focusing on, and the object, there becomes no difference. It's the same. So sometimes we say in yoga, we're all one. This is kind of where it comes from. We're all one. Union, bringing together. The actual word sam means complete. A is an enhancer, and dihi means buddhi. That's what it stands for. Buddhi. So, and we'll go over some of those definition of words in another talk. So the feeling of separation totally dissolves, right? So I think Nikolai Bachman talks about the chitta. The chitta becomes completely absorbed. You become absorbed in the chitta. Right?
Yeah, as said, the knower or the subject, and that which you're observing or that you're concentrated on. For instance, if we were to use Om, Om is a good example of what we commonly use in yoga. We focus on the mantra or the symbol of Om. Some of us practice that kind of a concentration practice or meditation on Om. But those are stages. Again, concentration or dharana moves into dhyana, which is meditation. And after that's been done for some time, absorption or complete absorption or samadhi moves right out of meditation into that complete absorption. When the knower, me, so to speak, who's observing the rose or the symbol Om, there is no difference between me and what I'm looking at, the rose or the symbol Om. It's as if I've become the symbol Om. And there's awareness of, complete awareness of both of those, but not as if they're separate. So I've become the symbol Om, so to speak, or the rose, and I'm fully aware of that. And there is no difference. This is why it says shunya is empty of the difference of one's differences between subject and object. So this is what shunya is, and one's own true form. They get integrated, and there's no difference anymore when you've passed into this this state of samadhi, which is the logical conclusion, so to speak, of the 8-limb path that we're working toward developing as yoga teachers and yoga students, or just, I would say, good human beings. Yeah.
Yeah, and from a scientific perspective, from a physics perspective, we know that all matter is made up of very, very small particles and energy, right? And Jill Bodie Taylor, this scientist, I don't know if you've seen the video, but she had a stroke on the side of her brain that shut down the part of our brain that usually is working and allows us to make sense of matter, right?
The left side.
The left side, right.
She had a stroke in the left side.
And so her right hemisphere was always on, or was on when the left side went down, and the left side, right, actually only allows us to see energy as it is, right? In yoga we say as it is. I'm sorry, the right side, right?
Yeah, as the left brain was shut down in her case, just as that much of an example, because the right brain is sublimated by left brain activity, which is our logical functions, and also most of our egotistical functions and all of that, and our practical functions are controlled, not strictly, but dominated by the left brain activity. Mm-hmm. Right brain is sublimated, and that usually has to do with the dream states, creativity, and those kinds of things. Mm-hmm. And when the left brain was basically blown up,
shut down,
her right brain basically took over, and because that has the constituents of what you might call the inner yogas, mm-hmm. or the concentration,
Samadhi state.
The Samadhi state is there in this sense, is because mm-hmm. that part of our brain is activated more so when we are in meditation and when we are in concentration, and ultimately when that transforms into Samadhi or complete mm-hmm. absorption. Yeah. I remember as a little kid, and I think everybody has this, but I remember specifically, they call it, oh, what are you doing, daydreaming, Robert? Snap out of it. But I would literally be in complete absorption for anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes while the teacher was talking on maybe a flower outside or in the sky or something. It was just fully integrated, as if there was no difference. And I remember that those samadhis, and you
and we talk about we say that children in particular, they don't have the kind of brain function that adults end up having,
and they don't get trained.
To make the difference. They're saying that about the school system right now because of all the testing that's going on, and how that trains you out of that mind state.
You mean out of the naturally absorption and meditative mind states that you had when you were a small one?
Yeah.